friends, we're going to draw floating islands in the sky.
Here's a quick preview of how our imaginary floating islands turned out at the very end. And I hope you guys are excited to follow along with us. Do you know why this is one of my new favorite lessons?
Why?
Because I want to live on that island.
Me too.
You could also add other things to this lesson, like houses, or maybe even floating cars.
Or you could draw dragons that you can ride.
Oh yeah, that would be really cool. For this lesson, we're using our markers to draw and color with, and also marker paper to draw on, but you can use whatever you have. Let's draw our first island down here in the bottom left of our paper. And we're gonna start by drawing the cloud. I'm gonna draw a bumpy cloud popcorn line down here. Yeah, I like how small it is. That's awesome. I like that our two clouds don't look exactly the same. And it's okay if our friends' clouds look different too, because
the most important thing is to have fun and practice.
Yes. All right, now let's draw the waterfall. We're going to draw two lines coming straight up from our cloud. Then we're going to draw the top of the island, or the grassy part. We're going to draw a little bump that comes out to the left. Yeah. And then we're going to draw a little bump coming out to the right, but let's draw it curving around. And then we're going to draw a curve on this side coming around, just like on the right side. Okay, now right here, we're going to draw a plant on top of this island. So I'm going to start inside, and then we're going to draw little bumps like this coming out and down. Yeah. And then let's connect the back of the island to the other side. Okay, this is the very top. Now we're going to draw the bottom of our island, and we're going to make it out of rocks. So we're going to draw these jagged lines. So I'm going to draw a straight line and a diagonal line coming in. Then we're going to draw a diagonal line coming down further, and we can connect to the waterfall. Yes, and then we're going to imagine it going behind the waterfall and coming out over on this side. Then let's draw the waterfall connecting like this. We're just drawing the water coming out of the ground. We've got this little point at the end. Yeah, that looks awesome. There's our first island. And we could even add more clouds, more islands, and more waterfalls. So let's repeat all of those same steps for our next island, but let's draw it over here. I'm going to draw the cloud this time even bigger.
Whoa, that's really big.
Yeah, really big. And you could draw it pretty big too if you want. Yes, that looks awesome. Good job. Now let's draw the waterfall coming straight up just like we did over here. And I'm going to draw it coming up a little taller. You could draw it coming up tall too. Maybe this is a really high waterfall. Yeah. Okay, now let's do all of these same steps. We're going to draw the bumps coming out to the side on both sides from the waterfall. Then we're going to draw a letter C on this side, a backward C over on this side. Yeah. Okay, now let's add more plants. Let's change them though. This one I'm going to draw kind of like a cloud line, or it's just a bumpy line for the top of a bush that's on this island. Yeah, and you could draw it coming down into the island too. There you go. Okay, let's also draw a tree on this one. We're going to draw the trunk, then we can draw branches sticking out. Yeah, and then let's draw the top of our tree. I'm going to draw some bumpy lines. Yeah, I like that little tree. That's cute. Okay, and then let's add another funny plant or bush right here on the side. Yeah, and then right here on the back, let's connect the island. And then let's do the same thing with this waterfall, except maybe this waterfall is coming out of a pond. So I'm going to draw a big kind of oval shape. Yeah, that looks really cool. Okay, now let's draw the rocks like we did down here for the bottom of our floating island. So I'm going to draw zigzags coming down, connect to the waterfall. Then we're going to imagine it coming out on the other side of the waterfall and then up and over to the other side. Yeah, that looks awesome. Good job, Liz. Is this fun?
Yes.
Do you like your little floating islands?
Yes.
Okay, let's do one more. We're going to draw this one with 3D. We're going to use overlapping. So I'm going to draw this cloud behind the first island. You could actually leave it without so that you can show our friends a little easier way. So just add the cloud right here. And then this keeps it easier without the overlapping. And then we're going to draw the waterfall just like we did with the other ones, coming up. And this one's kind of coming up high too. So you could draw the waterfall coming up to here. There you go. Yeah. Then let's repeat all of the same steps. We're going to draw the little top of the island coming out, and then we can add that letter C at the end. And then let's do the same over here, a backward C. Let's add another tree on this one. And the branches. And the top of the tree, we're going kind of fast since we're repeating the same steps. I'm going to add some more bushes and plants on this one. Yeah, that looks awesome. And then we can connect the back of the island to all the plants. Then let's draw the top of our waterfall. I'm going to draw it coming around and connecting to the other side. And then we need to draw the rocks on the bottom. So we're going to draw those same zigzags coming down and then coming up over to the other side. Oh, I know one more thing we need to add. A few more clouds. I'm going to draw a small one here. I'm going to draw a small one over here behind this tree. And oh, maybe behind the islands too. We could draw clouds behind the islands. Olivia, we did it. We finished drawing our floating islands, except we still need to
Color it.
Yes, color it. My favorite part. We are going to fast forward, so remember to pause the video and take time to color your drawings. Olivia, we did it! We finished drawing and coloring our floating islands and they turned out awesome. I especially love yours. It looks really cool and I wish I could jump on those clouds and swim up the waterfall and then live on that island right there. You can pause the video right now to match our same coloring.
Or color it any way you want.
Yeah, and you could also add extra things. We drew stars or magical twinkles for the floating islands, but you could add other things like birds.
Like houses and flamingos.
Flamingos. Yeah, that's what we need is some crazy creatures.
We hope you have fun drawing floating islands with us.
We'll see you later, our friends. Goodbye.
Goodbye.